Welcome back to Treasures from the Purans, a treasure chest of fascinating stories from the Puran genre of Indian literature. The curated stories in this series are from Srimad Devi Bhagwatam, which I have adapted for this podcast. I'm Valentina Trivedi, bringing you treasures from the Purans. Srimad Bhagwatam Punyam Nanakhyan Kavanvitam Dvaipayanamukhodbhutam Panchalakshana Sanyutam Shrinvatam Sarvapapagnam Shubhadam Sukhadam Tatha Itihasamidam Punyam Kirtitam Muni Sattamaha. Anybody who hears this Srimad Bhagwatam, endowed with 5 characteristics and filled with various anecdotes that came out of the mouth of Vyasa, finds all his sins destroyed and attains peace and blessedness. O Munis, this holy history has thus been described to you. The sages gathered in Naimisharanya, or the Naimish forest, have been listening to Sage Suta narrate the Devi Bhagwatam to them. He has in turn heard it from his guru, Sage Vedvyas. Sage Vedvyas divided the Vedas into 4 and taught them to his disciples. Then it occurred to him that not everyone will be able to understand the Vedas. So he created the 18 Purans and the Mahabharata and taught them to Sage Suta. Among the 18 Purans is the Devi Bhagwatam. O great Sage Suta, the best among storytellers, please tell us more about the Devi Bhagwatam, the sages asked Sage Suta eagerly. Sage Suta smiled and said, in ancient times, King Parikshit was bitten by the snake Takshak. Since Parikshit had died in unnatural circumstances, his son Janmejaya performed the Navaha Yagya, or the 9-day sacrifice for purification, during which Vedvyas himself narrated the Devi Bhagwatam to him. Dear listeners, you can listen to the fascinating events leading up to King Parikshit's death in the 11th episode of this podcast, and the captivating story of Vedvyas's birth in the 4th episode of this podcast. King Janmejaya asked Vedvyas, Pitamaha, how did Vishnu, the creator of the world, come to perform the Devi Yagna? Please tell me. I will listen attentively and then perform the Yagna myself. Vedvyas replied, as I have told you earlier, when Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh arrived in the presence of the Supreme Goddess in Manidweep, they were instantly transformed into women. Their hearts were so full of deep devotion and surrender to the Devi that they wanted to stay there and never leave. The Devi then gave them the power to create the universe, and as soon as they left Manidweep, they changed back to their former selves. They found before them the great ocean Ekarnav, from which they created the world and different lokas or dwellings and abodes. The earth became steady and fixed, and life emerged on it in various forms. It came to be known by numerous names. It was called Medini, as it was made from the marrow of the 2 demons Madhu and Ketab. It was called Dhara, as it supports us all. Prithvi, the abundant one. Mahi, the strong one. Anant, the serpent, holds it on his 1,000 hoods. To make it more stable, Brahma built mountains on the earth, among which was the great golden Mount Meru, with numerous peaks. Next, Marich, Narad, Atri, Pulastya, Kratu, Daksh, and Vashisht were created by Brahma through the sheer power of his mind and came to be known as his mind-born sons. Kashyap was born to Marich, and 13 daughters were born to Daksh. Kashyap married Daksha's daughters, and thus various devas and demons were born. Subsequently, human beings, animals, serpents, and many other forms were created and came to be known as Kashyapi Srishti, or Kashyap's creations. Next, Swayambhu Manu sprang from the lower half of Brahma, and Shatrupa emerged from the left part of Brahma's body. They went on to have 5 children. Brahma then built the beautiful Brahmalok for himself atop Mount Meru. Vishnu in turn built Vaikunt as his abode, above all the Lokas of the world. Shiva or Mahadev built the exceedingly beautiful Kailash to reside there with his Ganas. Decorated with precious gems and jewels, Swargalok or heaven was built atop Mount Meru as the abode of Indra, the king of the Devas. The precious things that emerged from the churning of the great ocean were also acquired by Indra and Swargalok. These were the wish-fulfilling Parijat tree, the 4-tusked elephant Airavat, the heavenly wish-fulfilling cow Kamdhenu, the flying horse Uchchaishrava, Dhanvantri the great physician, the moon, and Rambha and other apsaras or nymphs. The wheel of creation had been set in motion, and Vishnu turned his energy to spending time with his consort, Mahalakshmi. One day, while sitting in Vaikunt, Vishnu remembered his visit to the exquisite Mani Dweep and the audience with the Supreme Goddess. He decided to organize a yagya to honor the Devi. He invited Brahma, Mahadev, Kuber, Indra, Varun, Agni, Yam, Vashisht, Kashyap, Daksh, Brihaspati, and others. Selecting a suitable site, Vishnu invited talented artists and engineers to create a large hall and appointed 27 priests for the ceremony. The yagya fire was lit as the ceremony began, and the recitation of mantras praising the Devi started resounding all around. The yagya was conducted in accordance with the prescribed rules. As the ceremonies drew to a close, a melodious heavenly voice was heard, addressing Vishnu. "O Vishnu," it said, "you will be the supreme among the gods. You will be worshipped first, and Brahma, Indra, and all the Devatas will worship you. O infallible one, you will be the bestower of boons and fulfill the desires of all the humans who will be devoted to you. You will be the protector of all. When the Devatas will be troubled by Asuras, they will come and take refuge in you. Wherever and whenever there is a decline in dharma or righteousness, a part of you will incarnate and restore it. In all your incarnations, you will be supported by the feminine Shaktis who will derive their energy from me. Favored by me and with their help, you will serve the purpose of the Devas. You should respect and worship all those powers. Do not ever insult them. These Shaktis, capable of fulfilling desires, will be worshipped in images all over. Human beings on earth will worship these Shaktis and you for the fructification of their desires. O Vishnu, you will be the God of the immortals, and your glory will also be enhanced by the worship offered by the mortals." The voice ceased as Vishnu bowed with great devotion to the Devi. The yagya was thus successfully completed, and all the Devatas, the Munis, everyone else returned to their abodes, marveling at that highest force, the primordial cosmic energy, which is the Devi Bhagwati. King Janmejaya bowed before sage Suta and said, "O Dvij, you have told me about the Devi Yagya performed by Sri Vishnu. Now please tell me about the Devi's glory and her glorious deeds. In the next episode, we will listen to sage Vedvyasa's reply. Katyayani Mahamaye Bhavani Bhuvaneshwari Sansara Sagare Magnam Mamuddhar Kripamayi Brahma Vishnu Shivaradhye Prasida Jagadambike Manobhilashitam Devi Varam Dehi Namostute.